What's your puppet thing? I know you're very caught up with puppets.
No, in the small world, there was a lot of puppets.
But what is it about you and puppets? You have a puppet, I understand?
One time I went to get a ride home from him. There's 2 puppets sitting on the front seat of the car.
Now, are you a puppeteer?
I dabble. I try to. I've been trying to teach myself to be a ventriloquist for years.
All right, let me see you try it now. Just use your hand.
Well, it looks like a great day outside today.
Well, that is pretty good. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
Now, if you stop moving your lips, you'll be onto something.
Well, it looks like a great day out today, everybody.
What kind of voice is that?
I said I was trading. I didn't say I was an expert yet.
Yeah.
That's my puppet voice. That's my puppet, Randy.
What? Randy is the name of your puppet?
Yeah, I got a little ventriloquist puppet in a tuxedo.
And what's your other puppet's name?
Smeagol from the Lord of the Rings thing. But it's not the actual Lord of the Rings character. I just named him Smeagol because I like that name.
You couldn't even make your hand move the way your lips were moving.
All right, try that
That's
again.
how bad it was.
Yeah. Try to make it.
Looks like a great day, Randy.
The sun's shining very bright. Howdy-ho!
Exactly.
Well, I'll try and make it different then, you know.
It looks like a fun time.
I don't know.
Wouldn't a puppet have something fun or amusing to say?
Randy hasn't worked on his material yet.
You got 2 straight men in this puppet act of yours.
I have some jokes on Post-its at home, but, you know, I didn't bring them in because I didn't expect to be doing the puppet show on radio.
When we come back, will you do a puppet show for us?
I sure will.
How long will it last?
Oh, Lord, I will say no more than 6 minutes. That's all the material I got.
That long, huh?
It's going to be some great times, though, folks. Let me tell you. Randy, boy, he's silly.
I don't know. Well, you know, our own East Side Dave does ventriloquism on the radio.
Yeah,
he feels pretty good about that. Let's hear just a little bit, Dave. Because you said you went in his car, Fuzzy, and there was a couple of dolls.
Yeah, he had the ventriloquist dummy. There was a ventriloquist dummy and a puppet sitting on the front seat that he had to move for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I spend as much time with them as possible,
right?
You know, the act will really get solid.
Now, how long have you tried this?
Since I was 16, so I'm 28 now, so 12 years.
12 years, and a paid gig?
No, not yet. I did a couple coffee houses and stuff. A lot of people left. There was 3 or 4 people left.
Where were these coffee houses?
Red Bank, New Jersey. Ironically, the scene of another Ron Fez show employee disaster.
All right, so what is the name of your puppet?
Well, my real puppets that Fez saw were Smeagol and Roberto. I named Smeagol from the Lord of the Rings character, and Roberto, he's like a little Caucasian ventriloquist dummy in a tuxedo, so I thought a Latino name.
Ronnie, it's Charlie McCarthy.
A man, wait a minute, what do you call him?
Roberto.
You act like you're into ventriloquism. You never heard of Charlie McCarthy?
No, I've heard of Charlie McCarthy.
Most famous act ever?
Yeah.
For your genre?
And this is Roberto. No, it's not. It's Charlie McCarthy.
Yeah.
And he had he used to have a little timepiece and everything, but he lost that, and lately I haven't been able to find his pants.
How'd his pants come off, Dave?
Why did the pants leave the puppet?
Really?
All right, let's hear your act.
How are you today, Smeagol?
Why are you using a different voice for yourself?
Hello! Hello, puppet!
You should just use your normal voice as the puppeteer.
Okay, that's difficult
That is
to
his
learn.
normal voice.
Right.
Smeagol, it looks a little rainy outside.
It certainly does, Dave.
Now, wouldn't you be going for some kind of joke or something? Not just small talk?
Have you considered doing it with, like, a surgical mask on?
Right.
Because that would be a hell lot more.
Right.
Get a nurse puppet.
I had
a doctor.
Grow a beard.
Yeah.
I had a joke for my umbrella.
Don't let me interrupt,
Smeagol looks a little rainy outside, doesn't it?
It certainly does, Dave.
Are you going to have an umbrella with you?
I can't find an umbrella that's small enough. I'm a puppet.
So...
You get a little drinks umbrella.
The joke is
that would have worked.
Your idea of the joke is the puppet is so small that it's hard to find a small umbrella.
Pretty much the whole routine is the same joke.
Size.
Yeah.
You're small, aren't you?
I need a tiny sandwich. Could you help me up to this yordle? It's too big.
Is it like an English lady? It sounds like an English lady.
Yeah.
I guess there's a little, yeah.
It's a Dame Edna
On
puppet.
average, yeah.
Well, I was trying to do a more of a Fraggle Rock meets the kind of Kermit the Frog type thing. You know, those are my two real inspirations. I mean, everyone loves Jim Henson.
I've never heard of him.
So I thought I'd go with that, but that's kind of like pretty much the routine. You know, I ask him, you know, if he'd like a bite of my apple, and then he says, "Can you shrink the apple? It's just too big. You seem to have forgotten that I'm a puppet."
Alright, so again, small.
Why don't you try to use the voice that Charlie McCarthy actually used? Because people will be shocked to hear that voice coming out of that dummy's mouth.
It's like if he had Charlie McCarthy, but he was compressing his testicles.
Well, I guess I can do one of those old school, like, "Hello, Smeagol, it sure is rainy outside."
Absolutely, Dave.
So I like that you've changed your voice into the loud man.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. This is a puppet.
That's to establish he's the human.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, let's go back to the original Smeagol voice. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. How's it going today?
Well, it's going great, Smeagol. And how are you?
Not too good. I'm still a puppet.
All right. See? Stupid.
It would work. The thing is, right now, and the listeners at home should know, I'm just using...
What about the ones at work? Should they do anything, or people in their car?
It would work better if I had the actual guys with me.
Well, bring them in.
All right, tomorrow.
Todd, you're on Ron Fez.
Yeah, Dave is making me hate your show, and I'm kind of getting sick to my stomach.
Here's the thing. It makes me hate the show when it's mine. So that's really bad. He makes me hate humanity.
Hey, I'm
Why
not
are you
trying
drawing
for
on
that.
yourself, David?
I
You're
always
nervous?
No, I write notes.
What did you wite?
Reminders. In
Better
big
Puppet Act?
blue, in big blue letters, I wrote "Bring in puppet," so that I don't forget.
Just
It
draw
would-
eyes on it and see your winces.
It does work pretty well. Ooh, that's not so bad.
Yes, that was a guy's act in the 60s. So,
Hey, Smeagol, how about a knuckle sandwich? Get it?
we're all listening on the radio. We can't see.
Okay, I was talking to my hand puppet, which was a hand, and I said, "How about a knuckle sandwich?" Because that didn't work.
Ron, like a competitive child. Now that Dave did something,
Right.
I want to do something.
What do you want to do, darling?
Okay, I'm gonna do my tap. I'm gonna do my tap joke.
All right, let's
It's
do it.
conceptual.
Yeah.
So we were in class, and Miss Megan was helping us a mnemonic device to do a time step.
Right.
And she says, "There's no meat on Fridays. There's no meat on Fridays. There's no meat on Fridays. There's no meat." And then we were gonna go into the buffalo. And I offered up avian flu, avian flu, avian flu. No meat for you.
All right, so that whole thing, and that's help you keep time.
It's about. You don't need to watch.
It's about warning the world.
when you have a time step.
There is less talent in this room right now than maybe any room in history. All right, so I've got a joke for you guys.
Okay.
So this is kind of like a variety show, okay? So I'll do a joke, and then maybe you can try it with your puppet later, okay?
All right.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Who's there?
The interrupting cow.
The interrupting.
So it's like a little joke
classic.
that you can try with
good
kids.
one.
I have a great joke. Maybe I should incorporate it to my puppet act.
Yeah.
It takes 2 seconds.
Go ahead.
What's the proper name for a shish kebab?
What's that?
A shish Robert. Thank you.
That would be good.
Did you hear the one about the kitten who worked in the cream factory?
Give it to me.
It didn't last. He got caught drinking on the job.
Oh, because it's a kitten.
He was a kitten. He liked
Yeah,
cream.
Right. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? And why hire?
Yeah. I blame HR.
He promised.
Really? A human resources mistake. Human dildo, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How are you?
I'm doing good. And I think it's just really great of you, Ron, to get the mentally challenged
I saw it on your radio show.
You know what?
You're doing good work.
I want to do that because I noticed that every championship team has that Rain Man kid who you try to put in at the end of the game and see if he can't score some points. By the way, what is the name of that kid? Do you remember, Fez, the one that shot all the points in basketball?
J-Mac was his nickname.
Did you see that he was at Final Four? They invited him in the Final Four. This kid has had a great year, an unbelievable year.
Yeah, President Bush calls him J-Mac.
Yeah.
And then he says to him, do you mind if I call you J-Mac? And the kid goes, yes. And he goes, good, I'll call you J-Mac.
Is this the
He
puppet?
totally ignored what the kid said.
Is this the puppet show? I can't tell.
No, it was in his press conference.
No.
Do you mind if I call you J-Mac?
You should
Yes.
get an autistic kid to sit on your lap. I know I do.
No one will believe him when he tries to explain what you did to him. Bruce, you're on Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, can you please get this freckles faggot off the air?
All right, puppets are calling in now, complaining. We are really getting tons of puppet complaints.
I'll take the heat in the puppet community. I don't care.
There is a puppet community?
There's a big puppet community.
And where do you live? On the outside of that community?
I'm not welcome anywhere.
Outside of puppet land.
Even in the puppet community, I'm shunned.
The Mr. Rogers trolley won't even go into that part of the puppet neighborhood.
Yeah. Cabs won't stop there.
The interesting thing about you is you got a howdy doody look. So you should get like a Buffalo Bob doll and just
he's
kind
born
of flip,
to it.
flip the script.
I could, if I just got a bigger person. In fact, I could be the maybe
like
Earl.
you were Shaq. If you sat on Shaq's lap and just did your voice.
I'll email Mr. O'Neill tomorrow.
No.